Hey everybody, it's Richard S. at Richard's Vinyl Tap House. Happy Friday morning to you. Got my coffee, my Harry Potter mug. Getting ready for the day. So today is, well, first of all, a lot going on today. But first, I want to do a thread response to Christian over at Front to Back Vinyl, who has asked us to show 3 bands or 3 artists, 3 albums that span over 3 decades. I want to focus on albums from the last 3 decades. So we'll jump right into this. Starting off with The National, a band I've been into since this album came out in 2005. Awesome songs on here. Looking for Astronauts kind of was a song that hooked me into The National. I love the kind of dark, moody vibe of them. Saw them in a super tiny venue here in Denver when this album came out. So The Nationals, number 1 from them. As they got bigger, they got more adventurous. This is High Violet from 2010. Sorry, losing my train of thought. Terrible Love, devastating song, absolutely fantastic. Bloodbuzz Ohio is another big one off of this one too. Great album. Saw them on this tour in a slightly bigger venue, but they have kept plodding on with albums. After that album came out, I kind of started going off of The National because they were getting really kind of samey to me. But then they redeemed themselves. 2023, they released 2 albums. The first 2 pages of Frankenstein and this one called Laugh Track. They got a little bit more musical and adventurous again, doing some collaborations with other artists, including Bon Iver, Phoebe Bridgers, Roseanne Cash. I think Taylor Swift is on the first album. To Laugh Track, just an amazing song from them off of this one. So, The National, 3 albums over 3 decades. Next album, next group, a band from Scotland that I've talked about a lot, but still doesn't make traction in the United States. I don't know if it's promotion or what, but they're huge in the UK and the EU. Go figure. But I'm talking about Biffy Clyro. Been into Biffy Clyro since their 2002 album debuted called Blackened Sky. This is Puzzle. Saw them on this tour here. This is from 2007. If you're not familiar with Biffy Clyro, go ahead and stream stuff like Living is a Problem Because Everything Dies, Saturday Super House, Who's Got a Match. They kind of started out math rocky with little slight prog leanings and started to get a little bit more commercial on this and a little bit more accessible to other listeners. Great album from Biffy Clyro. Yeah, saw them on this tour. It was fantastic. Met them. They played in this teeny tiny venue in Denver. Met them all, talked to them, got drumsticks, all kinds of good stuff. Keeping on with them, 2016 they did Ellipsis. Again, a little bit more commercial, but Wolves of Winter was a big song for them in the UK. Friends and Enemies. Were there any other singles off this? Howl. Howl's a great song. Yeah. So Biffy Clyro mid-years. Then more currently, their last album released in 2021 called The Myth of Happily Ever After. And a little bit edgier than some of their more recent ones. It comes with a bonus live CD from Barrowlands. I like this one a lot. Dum Dum, Hunger in Your Haunt, Errors in the History of God. Oh, that song is just amazing. It's fantastic stuff from Biffy Clyro. They have a new album coming out in a week or 2 called Foutique. A very interesting concept. And they're promoting it a little bit more heavily, so maybe it'll get some traction in the US. I'm hoping, because I adore Biffy Clyro. They can do no wrong. Gary Newman is a guy who I talk about a lot, as you well know. I'm a huge Gary Newman fan. But a lot of people usually only focus on his 70s and 80s output as a one-hit wonder with Cards, but he's been active for years, still cranking out albums. Uh, Jagged came out in 2006. I don't show this one very often because I have it hanging on my wall because it's pretty rare, and I got it signed when he played in Boulder. Um, this is the more industrial bent of Newman's career, where he sounds a lot more like Nine Inch Nails and just grittier. Still synth driven, but heavy, heavy, heavy stuff. Um, Halo on here is just my absolute go-to song from this era. I love that song. So Jagged from 2006. Then this album was kind of a game changer for Newman. Splinter, Songs from a Broken Mind. This one kind of went quite big. This album's pretty hard to find on vinyl. This came out in 2013. I Am Dust was a huge song. Here in the Black. He plays a lot of these live. Love, Hurt, Bleed was a video. Just absolutely awesome. Very steampunk, industrial, heavy. This is heavy Newman. And quite love this album. It's a gatefold, so I got to show you the inside. It's pretty cool. But yeah, this was a fun tour also. And more recently in 2021, his latest studio album, Intruder, came out. This is another, look at that imagery. Another dark and brooding Newman industrial, heavier stuff coming at you there. And this had some pretty amazing stuff on it too. I Am Screaming, Intruder, the title track. Is This World Not Enough? What was the bigger one on here? Saints and Liars. It's dark, it's broody, but it's Newman, and I love pretty much all things Newman. Yeah, some decades where things weren't quite as fascinating and interesting, but there you have it. 3 artists, 3 bands, 3 decades. Jump on this thread. Let's help out Christian's channel. Front to back vinyl explode and gain some traction. We'll talk to you all soon. Got a lot going on. Possible live stream this afternoon, just so you know. And yeah, some interesting things going on next week. All right, we'll talk to you soon. Bye.